Well, if it isn't another GTA Online weekly event that isn't nearly as good as players want. It's another week of mediocrity here in GTA, sort of. It's not a great weekly event by any margin, but you can still salvage it if you want. And today on the show, we're going to be breaking down all of the best ways that you can capitalize on all of the money bonuses this week in GTA 5 Online. Not only that, but we have some extra money rewards just for completing content you would otherwise already be playing, and that makes this week a bit more palatable in my opinion. All that to say, I really do believe no matter where your interest in this game may lie, you can either just relax and play for your own enjoyment and still stack some good currency, or if you're a hardcore player, you can also take the more grindy approach, and overall just by being smart with running these missions and engaging with these activities, and by selectively picking and choosing where to focus your efforts, you can make a pretty solid amount of money and RP this week. So with that said, let's get started. Just to go over all of our bonuses this week we're going to be discussing, we do have double money and RP on the wildlife photography challenge. We have double money and RP on overtime rumble as an adversary mode, and double money on the bail enforcement staff income. Now in addition to that, we have some extra free money weekly rewards going out just for completing a little bit of content that we're going to get into. So first, we are in our bail office, and you guys saw me outside before. Now I want to talk about the double money that you can get on the bail enforcement staff income for this week. Those apply to the bail agents that you can purchase with your bail office. Now, purchasing bail agents in GTA are a bit of a hit or miss depending on the kind of player you are and whether you play GTA 5 Online a lot or not. Now, the agents bring in an average of $15,400 every 48 minutes to your wall safe back here. And we're going to check on the safe capacity right now. You can hold up to, I think it is just $100,000. Maybe it's 200,000. Maybe GTA Plus, you can hold 200,000. Normal, you can hold 100. I never really get this high because I just collect it. So let's collect it right now. I have $75,000 in my wall safe. Now, assuming you get that $15,000 income per hour, you need to have 2 agents to do that. So that is quite a hefty investment because that's going to cost you $1.5 million. So $15,000, you send 2 agents once an hour. That will take you basically approximately 100 times of sending these agents out to recoup that initial investment of $1.5 million that you spent on these bail agents. Playing every day for 1 month straight and sending the targets out 3 times a day on average will help you break even on the investment in 30 days. But of course, with that double money, that time is now halved. So for example, say for this week, you sent the bail agents out on this job for 50 individual times. Say you played 50 hours this week, which would be like a crazy amount. But nonetheless, if you went crazy and just AFK'd it and came back to the game once an hour and sent the bail agents out, 50 times they get sent out, that means you should be within the ballpark of making back your full investment on them just for this week alone. Not that it's that fantastic, but just to kind of break down how quick you can regain your money, that's how fast. Now, one other factor you have to consider on this is if it's worth participating in, besides the cash that these bail agents are going to generate for your bail office, is the perk that when you purchase these bail agents, they actually provide faster processing of your captured bounties. Of course, your captured bounties go in this jail cell right here. Whether it's the blue free roam ones or the red most wanted targets, you could start at your computer in the back of your office. And basically, this just allows for passive offline income in GTA Online if you were to send these agents out and log off, because they're going to do it whether your game is running or not. It's just time based. So you just press right on the D-pad, send the bail agents out. You get this annoying like black screen. You should be able to like send Rooster out at the hangar and your other special cargo technicians out without getting the black screen, but for some reason at the bail office they do this anyway. But nonetheless, that is 1 money bonus this week. Not that it's that fantastic, but basically if you're a hardcore grinder in GTA, while you go and collect your wall safe money from your bail office, your nightclub, your arcade, your agency, make sure to send those bail agents out when you do, you know, your special cargo technicians and you send them out on jobs, or if you source through Rooster, something like that. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about here for this video, not that it's a money bonus on the bounties themselves, but we do have 3 different weekly challenges that you can complete for $100,000 each. We have our actual weekly challenge for this week that requires you to secure a total of 8 bounty targets, and you will be rewarded with $100,000. So let me bring up the interaction menu so you can actually see that right here. I'm going to need to stand up, but when I bring up the interaction menu, just head to your weekly challenges category and you can actually check out what I'm talking about. So secure 8 bail office bounties for 100 grand. Now this can consist of any combination of the blue free mode bounties with the cooldown of once an hour, or of course the red most wanted targets. But in addition to that, Rockstar says on their newswire that if you secure 3 most wanted bounty targets, these red ones, throughout the course of this week, you'll make an additional $100,000, and if you secure 5 standard bounty targets, these blue ones, you'll also be awarded with another $100,000. So if you were to do 5 of the blue ones, 3 of the red ones, you'd make $200,000 from those 2 challenges, plus you'd complete the 8 total bounty targets weekly challenge for another 100 grand. So you would be getting paid the normal $30,000 to $40,000 you'd normally earn on these blue standard bounty targets, plus you'd also earn the additional, $120,000 to $130,000 you can make on these most wanted targets, and if you secure 8 of them, you'll get the $300,000 in addition by completing those 3 challenges. So you definitely want to make sure you're at least doing a little bit of bounty hunting this week to make all that money. Would I recommend you get the bail office just to get these money rewards for doing these bounties? No, but I would assume a lot of players out there, considering the DLC just came out, a lot of players have been playing GTA Online for a while. You probably have the bail office, and so you definitely should do these bounties to make a little bit of that money back that you already spent on the bail office. That is definitely something I recommend you do. So what I'm going to do actually is jump into a normal blue free mode bounty, as well as today's most wanted target, which is Leroy O'Neal. And so this is just so you guys can get a taste for how long it's going to take you to complete. Now remember, this most wanted target $100,000 challenge will take you at least 3 days, because you can only do one of these per calendar date because of the cooldown on that bounty. But any of these blue free mode ones you can get done in less than 2 hours. You can do these 3 blue free mode ones back to back to back in 1 hour, and then just wait for the cooldown to end by the end of that hour and start another 2, and then you'll get done with the 5 in less than 1 day right there. So for the sake of this video, why don't we do the Hunter Duggan one for $40,000, because that is one of the higher paying blue free mode bounty targets that you can go after. And the Duggans are fun because there's a lot of gunfights you can get into in their arcade, I think, that they have. But nonetheless, we are looking for Hunter Duggan, so he's this guy. She sent us the photo. I mean, he's on the bail office computer. All we need to do is drive to his hideout, take out a bunch of enemies, and drive him back. It's very, very fast and easy. I will see you guys when we get to the destination, which is Duggan's hideout. Alright, well, we're pulling up on his hideout. Now, if you guys were wondering in the time-lapse what vehicle I'm using, this is the newer removed vehicle, or the new removed vehicle that's featured back to the game this week, the Ocelot XA21. It's pretty awesome. Definitely, it's got the best exhaust notes in the game, in my opinion. Fantastic handling. It's not super fast. It's not one of the fastest supercars, but it is still very good at handling, so you definitely want to pick it up. I talked about it in my weekly update guide, which I'll have linked down in the description below for you to watch as well. But once you get here, for any of the Duggan bounties you do, these are just really easy, but they're fun to complete. All these enemies are just going to be statically spawned around these arcades of theirs, or arcade cabinets. I don't know if this is supposed... This is the arcade interior, but yeah, okay, it is supposed to be an arcade. I didn't know if they were using it as an arcade or not, or if they just were using the interior, but you can see the cabinets. So anyways, take out all these enemies. You need to head over to this Madame Nazar arcade game, put a coin in. She'll open up the door for you, and then Hunter Duggan will be featured in the back here, just hiding out. But make sure that you have some type of shotgun equipped or something like that, because there's actually going to be an enemy right around this corner. So just make sure when you turn the corner that you don't want to take too much damage. He'll be in the back right there. All you need to do, take out your little stun gun, boom, knock him to the ground. We're going to secure him, throw him in our bounty wagon, and get back to the bail office. Let's just secure him right there. Perfect. You're coming to jail, buddy. Let's go toss him in there. He is secure. And now we just got to get back to the office. Wow, my car is blocking my van. Alrighty, here we go. Alright, we are bringing our most wanted target, or sorry, excuse me, not the most wanted target, just the normal blue bounty target back to our bail office here. Now we're going to start the next part, which I wanted to show you, which is just doing one of the most wanted targets as well. Just need to do 5 this week, 5 of the blue ones for 100 grand, 3 of the red most wanted for 100 grand, and 8 in total. It could be any combination. It could be, 7 most wanted and 1 blue, or just 8 blue, and you'll get the 8 bounties completed for the $100,000 weekly challenge as well. So now let's go after Leroy O'Neal. All right, well, we are doing the mission, and for this one you need to go to the abandoned motel up by Sandy Shores, which is 4-mile drive. I mean, you could take any vehicle you want. I'm just gonna take my XA21, so I will see you guys there. All right, well, we are pulling up. I like to just come to this spot, and I'm gonna use the AUG. This is actually, I think it's 40% off for GTA Plus members this month, so if you have GTA Plus, then you definitely want to pick this weapon up. And he's gonna knock you out, and that's basically it. This is basically the mission in Red Dead Redemption 2. I talked about this before when we did a live gameplay for this mission, but it's like basically a copy and paste or, you know, themed spiritual successor to a Red Dead Redemption 2 story mode mission where Arthur gets kidnapped by the O'Driscolls. But we basically just need to smash the breaker, find our clothes, stuff like that. So let's grab this pool cue. And then we will smash the breaker, or break the fuse box. We just gotta hit it like that, and the door will open, leave the basement, open the gate, and we are out of here. So now we just gotta find our weapons, and then go find the bounty target. Here's our phone. Perfect, alrighty. Here's our first enemy. Whack, you're dead. And let's get, I guess all these other guys are upstairs. This guy's got a crowbar. You got a knife. You're all dead. Get destroyed. You wanna get whacked too? I missed. Well, bam! Let's get him too. Just beat them all down. I gotta find my guns, man. I'm gonna go upstairs because I think I can get my guns over here. Are my guns always in the same room too? No, my guns are outside. They should be right here in this crate. Yes. Retrieve my weapons. Boom. We're good to go. And now we just go in guns blazing. You know, I'm gonna, like I said, use the AUG. Just watch out for all the enemies, because there are quite a few that spawn. A lot of them are over on this side of the farm, and then the bounty target, to my knowledge, he should be like in the back, that direction. So I'm gonna go over there in a moment. It looks like we found the target though. Is he back here? I don't see him. Oh no, he's in that cluster of enemies. Okay, so he doesn't have the same spawn. We gotta be careful not to shoot him because there's so many other enemies here. So let's just take this a little bit slower, because I don't want my auto aim to lock onto him by accident, and then we're screwed. See, like, it's trying to lock onto him, and that's not what I want. So now let's come around the side here. Maybe just use the combat MG, take this guy out, and we will secure you, good sir. I'm just gonna heal up. Secure him. Should throw him in the bounty wagon, and I will see you guys back at the bail office. And now we have a long, long drive back to the bail office. Alright, pulling up on the location here. Leroy O'Neal is now secure, ladies and gentlemen. So, you gotta do 3 of those for $100,000. 5 of the blue standard bounty targets for $100,000. And if you do both of those challenges and just do 5 and 3 of each, then you will complete the weekly challenge of 8 total bounties, any combination of 8, and you will get another $100,000 for that as well. I wish the actual bounties were double money this week as well. That would be nice. Considering bail office payouts as it is, it seems like Rockstar took the normal payouts and thought, you know, oh, you know, this would be a fair amount of money, and then they cut it in half, and that's the payouts we ended up with. I think they should be doubled anyway, so when they're actually double, they should be 4 times, but nonetheless, that's how it is right now, and that is how you can take advantage of the weekly challenge free money rewards as well. And then, like I was talking about earlier, here is the wildlife photography double money overview. All you need to do, if you've never done this before, for example, you just approach the board, and you could check out what animals that they want you to photograph. So today we have the coyote, the pug, and the great cormorant. Now you'll also get emailed this type of stuff too when you're just playing the game, but basically, rather than wander around aimlessly, what I recommend you do is utilize the GTA interactive web map linked in my description box, and that will give you all the active locations for each animal that you need to photograph, so you can learn and understand their spawn points better and capture photos in a shorter amount of time rather than wandering around aimlessly, wasting your time as well as your money. Because, of course, while this is double money this week, and it is really worth it for the time you have to spend, you don't want to wander around. You just want to get the animal, photograph it, and move on to the next one. Now, if you have access as well, here's just some additional tips and tricks that we could talk about as well. If you have access to the nano drone, you can actually use that to fly around and look in the spawn area. Peoples and animals aren't going to be spooked by it unless you run right into them, for example. So from there, you can activate photo mode, snap a pic of the animal that you have to take a picture of, and send it off. Another tip I have is if you go to an open enough area and use the thermal sight on your weapon or your helmet, for example, you can actually spot most animals in the game. You could spot deer, mountain lion, coyotes, rabbits, etc. Do that until you find the animal that you need to find. And then I've also seen online that people have mentioned that if you aren't good at stealth, for example, like me, or, you know, if you're just too impatient, you can actually tase the animal with the stun gun for an easier photo. I haven't tested this one personally out myself, but let me know in the comments if you tried this method out and if it works for you. Lastly, for one of our other money bonuses, we do have double money and double RP on the overtime rumble adversary mode. Basically, in this mode, you take a Ruiner 2000, for example, example, and with this one, you fly all the way down a ramp and you need to land on a certain tile to score points. And realistically, the way you earn the most amount of money, of course, with any adversary mode is by winning, but it's actually very simple to do this. Now, specifically on some of these, like say on Overtime Rumble 7, for example, you're going down that ramp. Say that orange icon is our player. You just want to hang in the back, wait for everyone to go down first so they don't bump you out of the way, and then you just want to zigzag back and forth, and you'll land in between those two gray like things in the top left-hand corner of the thumbnail at the end. You'll land on the 5 tile for the most points every single time. As long as you zigzag, you use that to break, and no one bumps you out of the way, and you're pretty much good to go. This bonus is of course fun if you have a bunch of friends, or if you just don't have any sort of businesses and you want to earn some double money and double RP to make money and rank up faster. But for anyone else with other passive businesses, things like that, I mean, those can be going in the background while you're playing adversary modes, but of course, you know, just in general, everything else is going to be better, whether it comes to bounties, whether it comes to Dr. Dre, that contract, Cayo Perico, auto shop contracts, the Cluck and Bell farm raid, etc. This is just if you want to have a little bit of casual game mode fun here in GTA Online. But with all that being said, I think we're going to wrap things up right here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, and hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, of course, I would greatly appreciate a like on it if you found the information helpful or enjoyable. And if you guys are new to the channel and want to see more GTA 5 Online content like this and basically anything else from Rockstar Games, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, check me out over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. Those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube. And you guys are more than welcome to ask me any questions on those platforms. You can follow me at Hazardous HDTV, and all of my social media links can be found in my description box down below this video. Again, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys all have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next GTA Online video. Adios, amigos.